What is the Napoleon complex, also known as Napoleon syndrome or short man syndrome? What are the symptoms? We searched for you. The Napoleon complex, which was first put forward by Alfred Adler in history, is mentioned in the literature as a kind of psychological syndrome. The complex, which is stated to be seen in short people, was named after Napoleon Bonaparte for the first time in history. According to some sources, Napoleon was not actually a short man, but his name was given to this syndrome because of other obsessions. Today, according to the experts' point of view, this syndrome, achievement, fame, business life growth chart and similar situations can be involved in evaluations of the psychological state of the person. Napoleon complex, also known as Napoleon syndrome or short man syndrome. Alfred Adler is known as the first person who coined the term Napoleon complex. The Napoleon complex is mentioned in the literature as a kind of psychological syndrome. Term means an aggressive and authoritative attitude to try to compensate for a person's short height. According to this syndrome, people of short stature, it is possible to observe that they display a hard and authoritative attitude to show their leadership characteristics and dominant personality. The reason why they follow a behavioral pattern in this way is that they hear an inferiority complex due to their short stature. While this situation brings depression with it in some people, it causes them to believe themselves that they are superior to other people in order to compensate for their deficiencies in some people. When people believe that they are superior, they shape their behaviors and actions accordingly. This form of compensation also functions as a defense mechanism for the individual. This term is named after the French soldier and politician Napoleon Bonaparte. This term, as its name suggests, is directly related to Napoleon. According to sources, the average French man in Napoleon France is 164 centimeters tall. Napoleon was found to be 169 centimeters tall, considering the French sources and the last autopsy report. Although taller than an average French man living in the 19th century, the famous commander is said to obsess over his height, and it is even written that the reason for taking pictures on horseback is the concern of looking short. The English say this is the main reason behind Napoleon's aggressive personality. French historians, on the other hand, state that Napoleon does not have any complexes regarding his height, and that all of the allegations mentioned are British rumors. According to some sources, this complex of Napoleon is not due to his short height, but because of his obsessions in other fields. Edith Piaf, 1.47 m, Queen Victoria, Eva Longoria known as the inhabitants of the Napoleon complex.